What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today you join me on a lovely, beautiful day. Blue skies, blue car. This is the ALPINE A390 GT, and it is a weird thing. I'm still trying to figure out what this is and who it's for, because it's quite a big sort of crossover thing. But it's not that spacious inside. It does have quite a big boot. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing, but I do like the look of it. I think it looks very different than anything we've got. And it's got 400 horsepower, 200 km/h top speed. So we're going to do a walk around. I'll show you the spec. I'll show you all the stuff that you can get on it. And then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Alpine calls it a sport fastback, and I think that kind of makes sense. It's sort of a higher up four-door coupe thing with a hatchback. So it's actually quite practical for two people and luggage, but it is quite cramped for four people. Maybe if you have two small kids, this would actually work. So this is Alpine Vision Blue Vision. Super nice color. We've got an F1 inspired front bumper, so this whole bit, I guess, with the little F1 nose, as you can see. So this is, I think, supposed to look like the nose on an F1 car with the spoiler, the front splitter basically going like that. Kind of looks like that. So some aerodynamics going on, a logo, and you get a nice and aggressive front bumper on the GT. You also have a GTS coming later this year with more power. So this is the entry-level GT, the regular A390 GT, 400 horsepower, as I said. We also have quite a nice spec. Well, it's been spec'd well, a lot of options. So we have the 21-inch snowflake wheels in matte black, and around that the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, 21-inch 245 tire, optionally available. So as standard, it has, I think, 20-inch and an EV Michelin tire. Your range is quite a bit bigger if you have that. So this does eat up range because it's 21-inch and a sporty tire. So it goes from 557 combined WLTP to 507, I think, something like that, which is quite a big difference. So we've got suspension, we've got hydraulic bump stops, and that is because it's quite a heavy car. It's over 2100 kilos, which is quite a lot for this sort of size. So hydraulic bump stops to make sure that you don't hit those too hard and get like crashing through the body. Suspension, it's not super sporty, it's actually quite compliant, which is nice. I like that. We have a 3-motor setup. Well, that's a big boy. 3-motor setup, so we've got 1 in the front, 2 in the rear. In total 400 horsepower, 661 newton meters of torque. And then they have a very smart torque vectoring system from Alpine, which means that you don't need a diff at the rear basically, because you have 2 motors, one for each wheel. And then they deliver 211 newton meters each. So it's not really enough to be able to play around with it, but it is a very smart system that has been designed to make it feel lighter and more agile than it actually is, because it's quite a big heavy car, but it's still an Alpine, so they want it to handle well. So yeah, they use the torque vectoring on the rear wheels, so they overspeed the outer wheel and they underspeed the inner wheel to make you turn basically. Black roof also optional. And then in the rear you can see that because of this roof line, of course, and just the overall shape of the car, it is quite dark in here in the rear. And the seat is very low, or the floor is very high, of course, because the battery is underneath there. So yeah, this is like not very supportive, not very spacious. My head hits the roof. So yeah, smaller kids, I think, should be happy here. Pretty damn decent trunk space though. It's actually quite big for this size car, so that's nice. You get these, like, what is that, like bumper extension winglet type things. Pretty cool LED bar at the rear, and then you get these door handles that open up on approach. which actually works pretty well. I don't really like this normally on Porsches and Mercedes, but on this one it seems to work every single time, so that is very good. That's it. Okay, no, so we don't have a front, we just have like a regular engine bay, which is also pretty cool. So this is what it looks like. We have pretty thick stabilizers and of course body strengthening because it's quite heavy, and then the suspension is quite soft, so that means that it's actually quite a nice drive, I would say. Interior wise, pretty nice and pretty not so nice. So a couple of things are really good. I really like the materials. Everything is super soft, high quality. It feels well built and sturdy. So that's the good. Also quite like these buttons. I know it's a bit childish and it's a bit over the top, and it doesn't really have to be this like F1 style thing and this overtake. It doesn't really do anything, but for the sort of the way that the brand is going, I do get it, and I think it fits the brand. Seats, not so great. This is super wide, and I don't think it is adjustable, the side bolstering. You do have a massaging. That's the button, okay. And then this is your lumbar, right? Yeah, so the bolstering is not adjustable, and the seats are very wide. The seat itself is super short, the lower part, so yeah, not great. I did see an upgrade with sabled seats, so I would definitely recommend going for those. You can also get a carbon or forged carbon seat back on that one, and I think it's like a one-piece bucket seat, so definitely. Oh, this is it. See, this is the one you need. Can I order that one? I think that one is a bit better. This is a bit too wide. A couple of things that seem to not change at Renault/Alpine, which is this thing is still there. Now I must admit, I do think it actually works pretty well. It looks like it's from a 1990 car, and I also think the key is still, they're still doing this like massive thing, and it doesn't need to be that big, and it just doesn't, feels a bit cheap. Okay, yeah, I hope you know what it looks like. I can't seem to get it out, but it's like this big square rectangle thing, and it's a bit cheapy, and don't really like that. What is very good is the sound system. So it's a De Vialet system, super good sound, really awesome, and the infotainment is also pretty good. You've got this telemetrics thing, Alpine telemetrics with live data, and you even have like challenges and stuff like that, so we'll try that as well. We've got track stuff and coaching, so you can get like coaching on taking corners or balancing the car, braking, grip, power. So this is pretty fun. I think this is nice, and yeah, you can do the challenges as well. So you have to get a certain 0 to 100 time. So this is the actual number, 4.8, and then you can have silver or bronze as well. You can see the torque on the front and rear motors. I think this is really good. I like this, the whole like techie Formula 1, Formula E thing. I mean, if you're going to, you know, really do that and commit, at least do it like this, because then it's sort of all throughout the car, like with, that's what I mean with this thing. I mean, I would normally say that it's a bit over the top, but if you have that all throughout the car, I think I kind of get it. Okay, so driving modes, we're going for track mode, and then we're going for the telemetry. Let's do a couple challenges. So we can do agility, which is you have to get a certain G score. So let's do that on the first corner over there, and then we'll also do the 0 to 100, and we can compare it to the RaceBox. And we've got a button there, just hit that twice and all the safety systems are off, which is also great. There's also this sound when you drive slowly. I think this is like exterior to make pedestrians aware of your maneuvering because then it disappears, but it's not too annoying. And also, I don't think we have any fake sound here. Okay, so let's go right. Oh, I didn't. You have to start it. You have 1 minute to do it, or what? Okay, we're going to try that corner again, because I think we did already like golden level or whatever. Oh man, it's this way. Yeah. Okay, so it's acceleration, G-forces, not cornering. How is that agility? I thought it was cornering. That would be agility, right? Or is that? Anyway, so also I don't really like the steering wheel. The shape is not that great to hold. So for now we're bronze. I mean, how am I ever going to get more? Oh yeah, you can also do the braking, of course. Let's do hard brake. Oh shoot, I lost. I got bronze. I don't want bronze. Oh, shit. Okay, so let's do a hard brake. No. Okay, whatever. I don't want this. Okay, let's do this one. Start. Wow. 4.73. We got gold. Yes. That's actually pretty good. So we've got 86% battery. It's an 89 kilowatt hour battery. Range around 500 kilometers WLTP. I had 425 with 100% this morning, I think. So yeah, charging up 180 kilowatts for the GT and 190 kilowatts for the GTS. When it comes, the GTS will have 470 horsepower and 824 newton meters. I think it will do 3.9 and this will do 4.7. I quite like the handling and the whole chassis feel. As I said, it's quite soft, so it feels similar to an A110 in that respect, because that also has like a very rigid feel, but then the suspension is quite soft. So yeah, I think they did a pretty good job setting that up. Okay, and the third one is oh, that's about energy consumption. We don't want that. Okay, so let's go back to this one, and that is lateral. Okay, but that I already did that one, right? Oh, it goes up. Okay, but how am I going to do more lateral acceleration if the car is not faster? I don't understand that. Okay, let's do this one. I'm already doing it. Oh, where is it? Challenges. Okay. Okay, did I do it? Where is it? Okay, let's do this one then. 80 to 120. Okay, let's do that one. See, it is fun. You can do. I quite like this thing, and I also quite like the power gauge with the torque. I think they kind of dialed into the sort of driving fun aspect of it. You can't really get it to slide, unfortunately. That would be cool if it would have like a drift mode or something like that. Do we want a screen recording? Let's go. Okay, so we'll do the 80 to 120, and then I'll also do a 100 to 200 measurement. But before we hit the Autobahn, I just want to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Petrol Vibes. We've got the F12 on the wall here. As you can see, we have used it to dress our workshop. It looks absolutely stunning. I love a good silhouette of a car, and you can buy this too at petrolvibes.com. It is made from 2mm thick steel. They laser cut that. You can even have one custom made of your own car if they don't have it in stock already. So go check out petrolvibes.com. They have a lot of cool cars. They've got motorcycles as well. And if you use the code AUTOTOPNL10, you get a 10% discount on your very own Petrol Vibes silhouette. Go check it out and enjoy the video. So, yeah. 2.7. Oh, the power, oh, sort of peaking a little bit and then starting to dip, and it's not doing 200, so I'm not going to be able to do a 100 to 200 measurement. Are you kidding me? That's why I came here. Okay, anyway, it is at a higher speed. Not that much like tire noise, a little bit of wind noise. Feels comfortable. The steering feels pretty weird. It's super direct, very sensitive. And I think on a B road that works, like if you're trying to drive it a bit harder, but on regular driving around the city and on the Autobahn as well, it feels very, very sensitive, which is strange. Also, look at that range going down. We're at 257 now, and it goes down a kilometer every, what, 50 meters. Felt the same about the A290. It's not really that sporty feeling, so I think it's more like PR and marketing that makes you feel like this is a sporty car, but I actually think it's quite a nice car to just live with because it feels comfortable and solid and well built, nice materials. It feels more luxurious than sporty in a lot of ways, to be honest. So it starts limiting power, see, and then you're there. It's just weird. Let's do one more, see if we can reach the 200. Here in overtake, I can feel the power going down slightly, I think. So let's have a look at the left gauge. So 194.5, it's around there, it starts limiting, and then we're there. So I think for like 4 or 5 seconds, so I think like 12 seconds, 13 seconds is like a better 100 to 200 based on the actual power. Never experienced that. That's kind of weird. If I do a kick down, you also get the overtake. Okay, so when I'm driving and I want to overtake this truck, I just hit the overtake and then I don't have to adjust my throttle. So it's basically a hand throttle. But if you release the foot, it stops, but yeah, okay, so it just gives you full power even though you're doing 20% throttle. So that's it for this review. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe by clicking the big button. Let me know what you think in the comments, as always, and you can check out this video and this playlist. See you, bye.